very warm welcome and good afternoon. We are from CWA, Conscious World Agents, and this is our weekly Facebook live session. My name is Arturo Massaro.
And my name is Claudia from Zuiden.
And again, welcome. Just, how do you say this in English? Christmas Eve?
Yes, Christmas Eve.
Yes, today it's this afternoon or this evening you have Christmas Eve. Tomorrow Christmas Day, and then you call it Boxing Day.
Yeah, second in the Netherlands we have second Christmas Day.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe I don't know why they have 2 Christmas days.
Yeah, and sometimes even 3. It's what people like, probably. Well, we have some small announcements. We have, of course, we're going to announce our weekly, our monthly, I must say, guest speaker. And really, this is the interesting one. Is that correct? You forgot that one?
No.
Okay.
It's okay. We hadn't discussed this before.
All right.
But it's okay. But it's not totally confirmed yet.
Ah, okay.
So,
I thought it was already confirmed.
It is, but we need to have a time check as well, what time and whatever. So,
All right, cool.
But we'll keep it as a surprise. We'll let you know next week.
Yeah. And well, what we of course wish you, that's where we start, wonderful holidays and of course Christmas season. And we will end also with a wonderful Christmas season wishing you. And today what we're going to talk about, we live in some, well, darker days, literally. The days are not as long with the sunshine there as we maybe wish. But also for a lot of people, sometimes with all the COVID and all the regulations, all these things, sometimes it could be also a darker day for you. And what we want to talk about is how can you shine your light? How can you bring a brighter light in these darker days?
Wonderful. And I think that's so needed. And a lot of people say, Happy Christmas and all these things. And we believe that that's great. And some people don't celebrate Christmas as well, but they can still be in that Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
And we can call it Christ Mass, We can call it Mary Christ Mass. So there's lots of ways how people approach Christmas. And I think a lot of the times we could look at the Christ consciousness. What is that all about? And in many traditions, we see that they celebrate together Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, even, for example, one of my practices was Buddhism, and is Buddhism. And then of my friends in India and in Tibet and Nepal, they would send me Merry Christmas wishes because they think that most people in the West are Christian. But they really also send each other cards for Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's just about the Christmas spirit, I think. And
Yeah.
I think that's what it is about. And, we have this materialized world now that it's only about presents and gifts and, what can we need? What do we need? And that's what we then buy. But what about giving something from the heart? Giving somebody something that they really need? It could be food, it could be a listening ear, it could be an invitation to come to your house, because what happens, a lot of people who are on their own, and they are going maybe through a hard time, and they get invited, and then they feel guilty, but I don't want to interrupt the family. They feel a bit ashamed that they're lonely or on their own. What about inviting those people into your home and just celebrate with them this time of life? And this time of life here at the Northern Hemisphere is when the light comes back. The Earth is moving closer to the sun again. So we're getting some more light in our days. And there's nothing wrong with dark, but dark can be, a lack of light can be a lot of, can cause a lot of, horrible feelings with people.
Yeah.
You even have the sad syndrome, the not sufficient enough light intake in the body.
Yeah.
All these things.
We call it in the Netherlands winter depression. I don't know.
Yeah, winter depression. Yeah. So, but those things can really help. You know, to just let someone know that you're thinking of them and inviting them to your home. I remember when my kids were younger. You know, we used to have lots of big family dinners then, and then we would invite people who we knew were on their own. You know, some people we didn't even know. Friends knew someone who was sitting on their own, and we just said, "Come to us."
Yeah. And I think that's so nice. Important, because once you are in the dark days, and also for yourself, you don't feel well enough, or maybe you have some thoughts that are not helpful. What happens then is that there starts some kind of tunnel vision, you know, and that's what you said. It's hard to reach out to other people then. It's hard to ask for help. Yeah. But when you don't have this, when you feel yourself much lighter, that's the moment that you can reach out to other people. Yeah. You can ask help. Or at least, do you need help to the other person? Do you want to come with us? And you said also today about one of the persons who always gets some warm food once a week in a certain area. And he said, you don't know how much it means for us that we can come together, that we have a warm meal once a week. Yeah. It's these kind of small things.
Or warm coffee.
Or warm coffee. Yeah, and we are so, although we sometimes feel sad, but we are probably, if you compare to other countries, especially in the countries where it's the wealth is less there, we don't have it really that bad. To be honest, it's pretty good here in the West. And of course we have our issues, we have our problems, we all have. But can you reach out? And I think I already shared it once. When I was a manager, I had a dream to become a trainer and a coach, and then I quit my job, and 1.5 years later I was really at the bottom. I had no assignments, didn't have any income. I had really around 60,000 euros in debt, and so I felt horrible at that moment. I had mortgage to pay, the family had to eat. And then on Christmas Eve, one of my ex-colleagues came with a package he got from the company, but he gave it to us. And it was such a warm, heartfelt moment. I still get tears in my eyes every time when I tell it. It gave me so much hope and so much. How do I say that in English? And how do you say this?
Yeah. Like I don't know, something that you can hold on to.
Yes, something I can hold on to for the future. And I've never been so happy with, for instance, a strawberry jam. I don't like strawberries, I don't like jam, but I loved it there at that moment. And just this small action of that person, it meant everything at that moment for me.
Yeah, and that is it. You just never know the ripple effect and what it does. I mean, we would love to hear, what you also have you experienced in your life moments when you felt really sort of low or alone, and what did somebody do for you? What did somebody do for you that made your day look brighter, that gave you some hope, that gave you that you were a little light on their path? And I loved what you're saying there. Sometimes when we are in the downward spiral, we can't look up We are
Yeah.
so looking down
Yeah.
because we're just feeling low, and you know, when people feel low, the whole body goes
Yeah.
low, and it's difficult just to look up. And we have that lovely song, Kijk omhoog, Sammy, you know,
Yeah, in the Netherlands.
in the Netherlands, and it's about look up. You know, when you look up, the world looks different in that way, and it can help you to raise your frequency, to raise your consciousness. But when you're really low, that's not always possible. So maybe you can just be that little light in the dark and just help others. So we would love to hear how that was for you in your life sometimes. And yeah, I certainly have had moments like that as well. And to know that it gets brighter again, it always does. You know, it never stays dark. It never stays the same. Things change all the time. So if things change all the time, everything is possible. So we were also talking this morning about conscious world agents. Of course, we love what we're doing, and we love growing it into the business that it is now. But we also want to do something else.
Yeah.
So we're looking at something at the moment that we can be of service. That has nothing to do with being in relation with training or self-development programs, but just giving, just being of service. So watch this space.
Yes.
Because something is brewing.
Yeah.
Certainly with us. So we'll look at that and we'll keep you posted on that, what we can do as conscious world agents that is non-religious, secular, and just out of the kindness of our hearts, of other people's hearts who want to step on board with this, to do things for others selfless service. So let's see what comes out of that. That is one of the plans for 2022 for us. And thank you also for watching. We know some people are watching, so it's great that you're here. And we had our first anniversary this week, the 21st of December, when we celebrated our first year with Conscious World Agents. And like we said then, we still feel that gratitude for all the things that we've been able to share this year and the people that have come on our path. Absolutely. And it's just been phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And we are so grateful for that, and we are looking forward to next year. Lots of things are on the vision list, so I'm sure a lot of that will come into fruition. And yeah, we just wanted to go live today and wish you a wonderful festive season. Mm-hmm. We will be back on Friday next week.
Yeah. With or without a guest speaker, I guess now.
Well, it looks like yes,
okay.
But before I say any names yet, I need a little bit more confirmation, because this person is totally a person of full dedication of selfless service.
Yes.
24/7, and a huge inspiration, and I can guarantee you, if you will be able to join us next week of whatever time, it's a he will be with us talking, then my gosh, you will be really inspired. I mean, talk about kind-hearted people. We have been so blessed this year with having speakers who have inspired us and who have become part of our Conscious World Agents family, that are just doing so much in the world. And we are so looking forward to this conversation next week as well. As much as we like to inspire people, we also get very much inspired by you. So please share our stories. Please share the stories, because our viewers will watch later as well, and we will share this all on our social media. What helped you in your darker days to just see that little light in the distance, that you say, oh my gosh, there's still that where I can head to, and where I can, see there is still a glimpse of hope. What can I do that that helps? And what helped you before? So please share with us that as well.
And they say also the darkest hour of the night is the last hour before sunrise. And that's also a metaphor for life sometimes. Although it seems so dark for you, have faith. And that's so difficult at that moment. What helped me, for instance, is not trying to stay or to look at the issues that I have, but constantly go back. Why did I start? So never look at why should you stop, but what was the reason I started this path, this journey? Go back to that moment and see if you can get some small energy, some little enlightenment for yourself from that moment. That can help you at least to take the next step.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I know that it's sometimes so difficult, and but there is always light. There's always, the sun will always shine. When you go beyond the clouds, there's always the sun. It's a nice song also. There's always the sun.
That's true. It's a very nice song.
And although it seems impossible for you, maybe at that time, at this moment, to get out, but there is a path. And well, reach out.
Yeah, and accept who has already been reaching out to you. You know, if you think, oh, I shouldn't be doing that, just try it. Experiment with it and check up how you feel afterwards. Did it make a difference? And you know, they also say in giving we get as much happy hormones going on in our body as much as receiving. So please give whatever you can to those who are less fortunate. Like, I don't know, we went out shopping today, and there's always someone that we meet, and you know, he's become a friend, and he's, you know, I don't know if he's homeless. No, he's not homeless, I think.
Well, yeah. I think he
has places where he can stay.
Yeah.
So and it's just such a lovely person, and we will all know someone in that way. So please reach out to them, and reach out in your communities, and just make it a little bit brighter for someone like that. And you never know what that person has been going through, and we never know what we might have to go through one day. So it gives us such a good feeling inside, and by giving as much as it is by receiving. So yeah, our gift to you. What is our gift to our viewers?
Okay, we didn't discuss this. No. Just say what comes up.
Well, you know, I would like to know what, first of all, what's been already helpful that we have been sharing with you. Is it, you know, we like to think that what we do every week is helping some people, and we do get some great feedback on that. But what can we do before the end of the year that could be a gift to you with Conscious World Agents? What would you really like to know? Would you like to have a meditation? For example, that might be something. This comes to mind now. Last night we meditated on the loving kindness meditation, the metta meditation. What if we record that one and we'll share that with you?
Let's do it.
Yeah, so we can do that this weekend. We record it and then we share it, and then we share it on here. It's a lovely meditation. It's a beautiful way of cultivating kindness to yourself, and then cultivating kindness to others. And I tell you, when you do that meditation, you really feel some joy in your heart, and if that's hard for people to make this route from the head to the heart, then this meditation will certainly help. Because a lot of people ask us, but how do I do that living from the heart? Or how do I live you know, without always these doubts in my mind, and perhaps some resentment towards others, and friendliness towards others like that again. So there's always this separation. How can I cultivate that it's equanimity in that? So let's do that. Let's record that.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
And anything else?
Anything else? Well, reach out to us if you really have a question. And we see what we can do then. We will see what we can do then for you. Maybe we can give you our point of view at the situation. And understand that we don't have the truth, we have our own truth. And it's our own perception on a situation. Maybe we can share it with you. So I would love to help you. And let's see if we get 100 emails now.
We can make it more general in that way, but it's not possible to help everyone, of course, in that respect, but we can definitely, send you, first of all, lots of love, lots of light, and glimpses of hope. I think that is also important, that you know that there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. And for those who are not feeling so low at this time of year, because there's also a lot of people who just feel great, please keep shining your light, keep looking after yourself as well. Take good care of yourself, make sure that you're well, make sure that you get time to relax, to meditate, to still your mind, so your mind can be calm and focused and clear. And then, be that beacon of light to others and see what you can do perhaps in your own community or in your own family that can help someone. And share with us what you're doing this Christmas. Please, if you are going to help, or if you're going to visit some friends, or if you've been able to accept an invitation that you did find a bit hard in the beginning, or maybe you are on your own and somebody's invited you and you thought, I can't be doing that, or it's too much, or it's all family time, and let us know when you did it, how it was for you, just to be part of a group of friends. Or sometimes if you can't be in person with people, go online, set up a call together with a few friends and do something like a game or something like, or talk about things that were great for you this year, or what you're planning to do next year, and how you can support each other with that. Things like that. There's limitless ways of how to bring a light in the world.
And it starts only with you. Really, it starts only with you. Reach out to people, also in your family, where you maybe have some issues. Just have this courageous conversation and clear the air, and see how wonderful they are, see how wonderful you are, and then the light will shine again, even brighter, also from the other person. Find that piece of gold in the other person. Be the good digger.
You can do that. You can also just send them a message, or just keep them in your thoughts. If that's too hard, keep them in your thoughts and wish them well. And it all starts with that, with energy. Great.
Yes. Again, wishing you all the best and a wonderful, wonderful Christmas season.
Yeah, and we're going to do the same. We're going to make it a wonderful time, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Next week we'll share our post again with you, and like I said earlier, if there's anything you would like us to talk about or make a post about that could help you before 2022, put it right on the hair in the messages, and we'd love to hear from you, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, that's good for me. It's great to have you here. Thanks for watching.
That's good for me.
And have a wonderful Christmas.
Wonderful Christmas.
All right, lots of love. Thanks for watching. Remember, we'll put this later on the YouTube channel as well. So if you missed it, then you can always share it with your friends after.